Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. My name is Honest Am. I am the creator of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter for people who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for your first month of Empowerment Tarot, where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives and to create heaven on earth and just create change. If you are tired of creating vision boards that never come true, then this channel is for you. A little bit about me: I do not just use the tarot, I use God and cusses in the same sentence, and I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlemagne the God, it would not stop me. If you're interested in learning more about me, Honestly Sis, booking a tarot reading, want angel messages or additional guidance, all of that is going to be down in the comment box below. So I'm going to tell you guys right away, angel number 44, this is not your typical reading. I really do the tarot to become the master of our life and to really to become the master of our lives and really truly to create change. So I'm going to start this reading off with a chakra wisdom deck. This is going to be kind of a year ahead reading to see what is your year 2021 going to be all about. What do you need to work on this month to bring smoothly transition into the year. All right, God, what messages do you have for the Aquarius collective to become the master of their lives, to bring heaven on earth, or just to do create change and create magic in public? What do they need to know about the year 2021, this month, or any other messages you deem worthy for them to hear at this time? Please deliver the message as clear as possible. If any of their ancestors, guardian angels, being the light, would like to step in, know that I'm clearing out the vessel. Being the light only. All right, one card, please. All right, Aquarius. So, woo, that's some big shit. Angel number 203. So, Aquarius, this year is all about destiny. Ooh, I feel like it's like meeting your destiny. At the bottom of the deck is also gratitude. So underneath this, all of this, I feel like this may be a big year for you guys. Yeah, a really big year for you guys. And I feel like what God is saying is to just be grateful. Like right away, I'm just hearing, just be grateful for your blessings. Be grateful for where you are. Know that if things, when things start going right for your life, don't think that they're going to go wrong. You earned this. This is yours. This is your destiny. Yes, angel number 241. That is what I got right away. So first I'm going to tell you guys, we're looking at, these are our neutral cards. And this is all about embracing the spirit of universal consciousness. The keywords are enlightenment, consciousness, purpose, wisdom, spirituality, unity, and expansiveness. The seventh chakra, the crown chakra, we reach the place of universal consciousness, which is outside of our physical body. You may notice that these cards represent some aspect of our collective being. The idea here is that we vibrate through our seventh chakra, and in a powerful way, it helps us to connect to our humanity. The cards of the seventh chakra are neutral in color because spirit in essence is neutral. Here you will receive messages from spirit that are detached from human worry. These cards indicate the high-minded thinking that happens when we align with spirit. The power of holding space can also be seen in the still energy of each card. Here you will see how conscious choice will bring you spiritual magnetism. These are cards of mastery. So right away, I feel like this group, we entering the Aquarius age. This is y'all time, okay? So right away, I just feel like, yeah, this is self-mastery. Like you've got these lower chakras all together, and now it's all about understanding how to truly connect with God and the spirit. Destiny. Black is a shade that demands to be taken seriously as it absorbs all colors. Black emits the warm, powerful energy of the protector. Unlike black, white is isolated. Together they balance and create. You will be guided by your angels to what is best for you and all concerned. Angel number 530. So right away, my message is, God, help us understand what blocks are in our way, in a curious way, for meeting their destiny and truly connecting with the other side, God. What blocks are in the way of them truly connecting to their spirit guides and accepting their destiny? What blocks are in the way, God? All right. I love this. Okay. So I asked God, what blocks are in your way for you achieving your destiny? And the first card that came out is the Seven of Swords reversed. The Seven of Swords upright is all about, doing the hard work, having the tough conversations, and then just moving forward. It's like you don't really harbor over it. You do what needs to be done and you move forward. But since this came reversed, I feel like God is saying it's something you're not having gratitude for, and it's something you're not, I also feel like there's something you're not saying. There's something that needs to be said to either yourself, like maybe, I remember I felt like I was going through a time where God was forcing me to be honest about what I really wanted. And at the end of the day, I had to tell him, like, you know what, you're right. I do want to be famous. Fuck it. Like I had to admit, like, yes, there is a part of me that is seeking fame. Yes, there is a part of me that wants to be the greatest in the world. Like I want to leave my mark on this motherfucker. And I feel like God was like, you need to be real with me. You need to be honest with me, because I was trying to be like, so I didn't want to say it. Like I didn't want to be honest about it. Like I kept trying to be, I guess, like humble. Angel number 632. But it's like life is not about that. Like you don't need to be humble to God. God already know who you are. So I feel like what this is saying is either you need to be honest with yourself, be honest with other people, and then just have those tough conversations. Do what needs to be done. Don't avoid things because you're afraid of to face them up front. Also, I feel like another block that is stopping you from truly fulfilling your destiny is that you, this is the Sun card reversed. You're not allowing your inner child to lead. Like, again, about avoiding things, not having the tough conversations. I feel like you're not even really allowing yourself to really have fun. Like, I feel like you've been just so serious, and like a part of you do feel like you're like, I am just working. I am just putting my head down. But it's like, are you really doing what's true to you? Or are you doing what you feel like you're supposed to do? Like, if your younger self was to pop in right now, would she look at you and be like, oh girl, you doing it? Or would she look at you and be like, what are you doing right now? Like, this is not what I imagined in my life. Like that, you have to align yourself with what you truly want. Like, you're never going to get what you want if you're not honest with yourself. You're never going to get what you want if you are not doing the things that truly make you happy. We're not obligated to do anything in this world other than be our motherfucking self. Like we got so caught up and feel like you gotta have a degree, you gotta do this. Like, it's just like Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, now all of a sudden she's a professor and like she makes her mom feel so great, but she's dead inside. She doesn't like what she's doing, and that's because she's doing what her mom want her to do and not really truly following that voice on the inside that just want to talk, that just want to be seen, that just want to be this personality. But to her and her culture, her mom is going to look like, they're not going to understand that. And so I'm saying you have to override your culture differences. You got to override what your parents think about you and really do what you want to do. That's the only way that you're going to be able to truly meet your destiny. The last thing is, the last block that presented is the King of Staff, and right away I get that you don't believe in the power that you have over yourself. You don't believe that you have the ability to create whatever you want. You don't believe that these little dreams that you have as a child, you don't even realize that, you don't even think that it's possible. You think, oh, it's too late. The time has come. The time has passed. And God is saying no. Right away, I feel like what God is saying is, if you really want to, come upright, bring those childhood dreams to life, what God is saying is that you need to have those tough conversations. You need to look at your life, realize like how you got here. Like, am I really truly happy? Am I really truly happy with what I'm doing and what I'm creating? And if the answer is yeah, click off, we ain't got nothing to talk about it. But I don't feel like the answer is going to be yeah. And so God is saying, figure out what you want. Figure out how to bring your child, that inner child, back to life. Figure out how much power, remind yourself how much power you have. Angel number 950. I'll tell you guys a quick little story. And the reason why you need, once you do this, once you pick up, once you be honest with yourself and have that tough conversation, it's gonna be like, whoo, bam, brand new beginning. I'm starting a new cycle. I'm grateful, I'm abundant, and I can move on. But don't get impatient. Don't be mad because you can't quickly, you're not seeing, you're like, oh, I thought you said that, I'm powerful. Why don't I feel like the King of Swords, the King of Staff? Because guess what, baby? You're starting at the one. You're starting at the one. That's why people don't like, sometimes people don't even like dealing with, like doing this thing of change or starting over, because you have to allow yourself to be weak. Like you have to be whack first. People think that when they make a change that they're going to automatically become popping. I thought that. Like, I remember a very quick story that I was about to tell you guys. I remember when I first started writing my book, and I started writing my book just simply off the strength of reading other books and being like, I can write better than this. Literally, that's how I started. I can write better than this. But then as I started the process, I realized like, oh, this is hard. This is harder than what I thought it was. I had to humble myself. I had to go and do workshops. I was even on Skillshare doing fucking the basics because I wasn't understanding like why my manuscript wasn't reading like a book. So it's like, know that just because you make this change mentally and you set this plan for yourself, don't expect that it's going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. It took time for you to get in this place of you being stuck, and it's going to take time for you to get in this place of becoming unstuck. That's all I want you to know. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I want you guys to really, come out of this microwave mentality and thinking things aren't going to happen overnight. Like, no, it's a process. It's a process, but it's your destiny. Like, but that's what you're here for. You're here for this process. And that's what I realized, like when I first started my journey, my healing journey, I remember I was like so obsessed with being like, I did not choose the right major. I didn't do the right thing. Angel number 1213. I should have been this type of major. I should have went to California. I shoulda, like all of these shouldas. And then now I'm at the point where I realize how me not doing any of those things got me to where I am today. And that lets you know you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So I don't care if you're watching this and you're 55 and you're watching this and you're 65, or if you're watching this and you're 10. I don't care how old you are. You have the ability, you have the power to change your life. You have the power to realize these dreams that you've been dreaming about since childhood. It's your destiny to realize that. God wouldn't put anything on your mind that's not supposed to be there. And so as I started to do this journey, I started to remember my inner child self. In this year, I actually been in this place where I just been so grateful because I realized I'm finally on that path. I'm finally doing it. I was tweeting all the time like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing it. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing it, because I'm getting back to this place. I'm getting back to my childhood place. It's not happening as quick as I thought it would happen, but it's happening. And it's not even in how God sets you up and how God gets you is that he'll show you other little things that remind you it ain't even about getting like to this place. Like, it's not about like literally becoming a little child again. It's about the journey of it. So I feel like what God is saying is get out of, feeling like, oh my God, y'all. Because look, the Wheel of Fortune is literally here. You're literally at the cycle to completion. So like, get out of this cycle of being like, oh, I'm too old, or oh, it's too late, or oh, or oh, it'll never happen for me. Put your head down and work. Angel number 1414. All right, God, give us a tool that we can use to help us realize our potential, to help us get back to our inner child, to get us to have tough conversations so that we can realize our destiny. Give us a card, God. Make it as plain as... Actually, 2 cards came out. So 2 cards came out, and the 2 cards came out is I can have money and freedom. Remember what I was saying before about you guys that feel like, you have been working hard. You may be, culturally and socially successful, but internally you feel bankrupt. God is saying you can have money and freedom too. You don't have to choose. Like, it don't have to be either or. Like, you can be an inner child and still make money and be popping as well. You can be the inner child and still be the king of staff. Pretty much is what God's saying. We were taught, and I'm saying we as in Black people, we were taught the arts is frivolous. Being a writer, being an actor, being a musician, all of that is frivolous. That's childish things. But arts change the world. Art creates the world. Art reflects the world that we're in. If we don't have art, we're not able to see and reflect ourselves or even see where our culture is. So it's not frivolous. Anything that you put on your mind, any thought, anything that comes, it comes from God above. It literally comes from God, and it is your destiny to do it. So don't feel like, oh, I can't do this. This is not possible. And I didn't even realize this, because literally God is saying, I can make a career of living happily ever after. I'm going to read this. A very good career choice will be to gravitate towards those activities and to embrace those desires that harmonize with your core intentions, which are freedom and growth and joy. Make a career of living a happy life rather than trying to find work that will produce enough income that you can do things that your money will eventually make you happy. When feeling happy is of paramount importance to you and what you do for a living makes you happy, you have found the best combination of all. I'm also going to read this card. A feeling of being overwhelmed is an indicator that you are denying yourself access to the manner of cooperation that could assist you if you did not disallow it. As you begin to feel freer regarding the expenditures of time and money, doors and people will open and come to assist you. Refreshing and productive ideas will occur to you, and circumstances and events will unfold. As you change the way you feel, you access the energy that creates the world. It is there for you at all times. So again, guys, very, very simple. Very, very simple. Angel number 1718. God is saying this is your destiny. You can have the career of living happily ever after. You can have a career where you're not miserable at the end of the day and still make a lot of money. But what needs to happen is you need to be honest with yourself. You need to ask yourself why, how far have you strayed? And then try to recalibrate and get yourself back there. You need to remind yourself that you are the king of staff. God, what happens? God, what happens if my Aquarius collective have the hard conversations, do the hard work of bringing their inner child back to life, and remember that they are the king of staff? What happens, God? What happens for their destiny? Do they reach their destiny? What happens if they have gratitude? Ooh, too many cards. Too many, God. What happens if they remind themselves, if they move in a way knowing that they can make a career living happily ever after? God, what happens if they start to really trust their destiny? Travel. Long distance communication will open up your life. Exciting experiences for singles and career advancement for others. So I feel like what God is saying, this could be physical travel, but this could also be mental travel. God is saying, like, if you do the hard work of saying, okay, this is not, looking at your life and realizing, yes, I have worked hard, but I have not worked hard to really do things that make me happy. God is saying, if you make that pivot, if you start saying, you know what, I'm going to live out my destiny. I'm going to bring out my inner child's dreams of life, and I know that I can have money and freedom too. God is saying you will start a new cycle. You will start a new cycle that will bring you in, that could bring new people in, that's going to bring new experiences in. You can travel. You're going to travel further than what you ever thought that you could go. But it's only going to happen if you start going inwards and you do that internal battle. God's also saying, if you do that work of saying, you know what, I realized that I was heading the wrong direction, and you pivot to start moving into the direction of your dreams, to start moving in the direction of your destiny and what you are here for. God is saying manifestations are going to happen. A bountiful times await you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. So I don't know how much further. Intuition, trust your intuition. That's what y'all got. That is literally the message I have for you guys. Let me give you a blessing, and then I'm going to wrap it up. God, what blessing can I give for them to let them know that it is their destiny to live a life of happily ever after, to just encourage them to have gratitude for where they are right now, but also to encourage them to have the hard conversations to bring their dreams to life. One card, God, just one. The blessings of good fortune. Rich and rewarding experiences bring your increased spiritual awareness at this time. Good fortune flows to you as your third eye opens. You are inspired, feeling totally at peace. Life is a beautiful tapestry of love, as well as a sea of blessings. So, Aquarius, this month, going into this month, God is asking you to go inwards and to really think about, your life, where you're headed and where you want to go. Think about your destiny. This year ahead is going to be all about bringing yourself into alignment with your destiny. It's going to be all about realigning yourself with your inner child, reminding yourself that you are the king of staffs. But in order to do all of that, first you're going to have those tough conversations. You're going to have to be able to look at yourself honestly and say, am I really where I want to go? Am I really moving in the direction of my dreams? If you are not moving into the directions of your dream, the moment that you pivot, the moment that you tell yourself, I can have money and freedom too, I can live a life of living happily ever after, people fun experiences are going to come into your life, and it is going to appear as though manifestations are happening before your very eyes. But it never comes by magic. It all comes because you are in alignment with the universal law. So that is all I have for you guys this month. I really hope that it is beneficial to you guys. If you got to the end of it, please tell me your takeaway. If not, just give me a thumbs up. But until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never, ever, ever let someone tell you what you can't do. All right, y'all. I hope you have a great one. Namaste.